Praise for life.
I've got to catch a train, cause there's no other station. Here you're going in the same direction. They said the Zion train is coming our way. The Zion train is coming our way. Which man can save his brother's soul?
Save his brother's soul.
Oh man is just self-control. Don't gain the world and lose your soul.
Lose your soul.
Wisdom is better than silver and gold. And where there's a will, there's always a way. Where there's a will, there's always a way. Soul train is coming our way. Soul train is coming our way. After 2,000 years of history,
Black history.
could not be wiped so easily. 2,000 years of history
Black history.
could not be wiped so easily. Oh children, Zion train is coming our way. Zion train is coming our way. This is the soul train is, soul train is, soul train is here. Soul train, we've been waiting so long. Zion train is coming our way. Zion train is coming our way. This is the Zion train is here. Zion train is, we've been waiting so long. Zion train is here. The Zion train, we've been waiting so long. Soul train is coming our way. We said the soul train is coming our way. When God create man upon earth, you know, from an Adam and Eve time, and Adam and Eve them have children and things, and them go and tell them go and bad, and God never like the way how man was going on. So until Noah build a ark, you know, a thing like a ship or a boat, one of them big ark business. Noah build the ark, Noah building the ark, the people them say Noah build the ark, and them say, what that? These guys are nuts. You know? It's just like a man come and him say, Rastafari, and people them say, what that? I don't know about that. I mean, you know what I mean? Anyhow, Noah build the ark, God tell him what he must do. In Noah, him 3 sons, and him son, the wife, the woman that was with the sons them, and Noah's woman, and all the peers, animals, and everything God said must get a peer right. And when the ark finished and thing, flood came and destroyed the rest of the people them. All of them dead off except Noah them. But Noah had 3 sons. One named Ham, one named Shem, and one named Japheth.
Yeah.
Well, from that 3 sons there and the rest a woman were there about the place. they multiply all these people on the face of the earth. You know? So, but mankind get lost again because, I don't know, mankind get lost somewhere down the line that them don't really, man become enemy. You know, the consciousness that Noah is our father, it come like it don't mean anything to people. But it mean a great deal to the Rasta man because him know that is the truth. And that's why him say love. And that's why him understand everything. You know, that's one of the little part about the unification of the people. Because what the people have to realize that Noah had 3 sons. Well, him give Africa to Ham, which is a black man. Him give Europe to Japhet, which is a white man. And him give Asia to the Chinese, the yellow people him like. You know, Asian people. So that is how, but I mean, you know, it never say, well then it's bad as on the earth and me shouldn't come over your side, come look for you or anything like that. We're supposed to be like people on the face of the earth who God created.
Rastafarianism, they are music too. Yeah. Who is the pioneer? Who is the major artist? Is Bob Marley a black man? Yeah. I'm gonna blow your mind today. Bob Marley is a filthy devil.
That's right.
His father is a white man. His mother was Jamaican.
That's
Who
right.
carries the seed?
The man.
So if he had sex with her, at 9 months she bring forth this little red baby. That baby belongs to who? The white man.
That's right.
Rastafarianism. No, she carrying it for a time.
Alright, that's
If you are a farmer and you planting seed in the ground, the fruit that come out the ground, who it belong to? The ground or you?
I work with you on that.
Who it belong to?
So what's your point about Bob?
Bob Marley is a white man. His father is a devil.
That's right.
That's why when he went and stole music from the Wailers, Bonnie Wailer and Peter Tosh and them,
right.
they didn't get rich. But that damn white devils get rich. And today, his children, they learn how to sing reggae. They steal the soul from the Benjamites. But they ain't black.
That's right.
Damian Marley, Stephen Marley, all them long-nosed bastard devils, they ain't black men. They're white men. And that's why the world accepted reggae music because of Bob Marley. The world would never accept Burning Spear saying Christopher Columbus was a damn blasted liar. The world would never accept Peter Tosh and them saying burn down Babylon. They'd accept Buju and Shaba when they say Bombay Bye in a batty boy head. They'd accept that. But let me tell you who they'll accept. They'll accept Collie Buds, that little white boy from the Bahamas who's saying finally the world legalized the weed. They'll accept him. Because they follow after white men.
In the tradition of the Harder Than Come and Scarface comes this year's most highly anticipated gangster thriller.
Yo, spread the word. Top shutters are back.
In Kingston, Jamaica, it was their fate to be born on the streets. But in Miami, it was their destiny to rule them.
Look who's back.
Rasta.
Got a message for you. Playtime is over.
From writer-director Cecil Vera. Shot us like you've never seen before. Kimani Marley. Spraga Benz. Paul Campbell. Wyclef Jean. Louis Rankin. Shot us.
We here to take this over.
Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, 𝐴𝐻 double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect scattered abroad. My name is 𝐿𝐿, back with another lesson, Lord willing, to edify and to feed the lambs of Yahweh through the Holy Spirit of 𝐶𝐃𝐎𝐌𝐈𝐓𝐄. And this lesson is going to be on Bob Marley, alright? And not just Bob Marley as a reggae artist or a reggae singer, but more on the spiritual sense of Bob Marley as a nationality, or who he was pertaining to his nationality, which Bob Marley is and was an Israelite, right? When he was on this earth alive as a man, he was an Israelite. And he left seeds on this earth, and they are Israelites, okay? And it's sad that, that this topic even have to be touched upon. And that's the reason why I say it's sad, is because you got Israelites out there today who say Bob Marley is an Edomite, aka a so-called white man, simply because his father appeared to be a so-called white man. Alright? Simply because his father appeared to be a so-called white man. And this is his father right here. Alright? His name is Norval Marley. Alright? Norval Marley. This is his father. Alright? This is Bob Marley's father. And Israelites are saying that Bob Marley is an Edomite because of this man right here. And it's sad because they act as if he's the first person on the planet Earth to start Bob Marley's genealogy or his bloodline. And what I mean by that is simply that this man right here, Norval Marley, he has a father, obviously. His father has a father. His father's father has a father. His father's father's father has a father. And I could keep on going, but I'm not. In other words, so you can understand, somewhere along the line, alright, this man, father, whoever it may be, is an Israelite. But my point is, as far as appearance is concerned, which is not all about appearance, as though these Israelites make it seem to be, it's not about appearance. But this man right here is an Israelite. Alright? Forget about how he looks. Alright? Now, nobody knows what his father looked like. Just because there's a picture of his father, just because there's a picture of him, aka Bob Marley's father, Norval Marley, just because his picture exists and it's on the internet, people will assume that Bob Marley is a white man, an Edomite, because of his father. But nobody knows what his father looked like. Those same people that's judging upon appearance, they don't know what this man's fathers look like. Alright? For all you know, his father could be as dark as Wesley Snipes. And who happened to get or got with an English white woman, Edomite woman, alright, and brought forth a son that looked like a white man. My point is, these Israelites don't know that. In other words, they don't dig deep. Alright? They're not spiritual. Alright? There's no way in hell Bob Marley is an Edomite, man. Alright, and I played some videos in the post-production for the viewers to see, the brothers to see. Alright? Now, you had one clip of Bob Marley. The first clip was Bob Marley, and his song is entitled Zion Train. Alright? Zion Train. And that's the noise, the music, the sound, the ambient noise you hear in the background right now over this video. Zion Train. And we know that Zion from the Hebrew is Zion, which means monument. Alright, it means monument. And who is the monument? The monument is Israel. Israelites are the monument unto Yahweh, 𝐴𝐻. Israelites are the monument. Now, the song that Bob Marley made called Zion Train is coming our way. Alright, in other words, Zion Train, which to break it down, the chariots, alright, because a train is what? A form of transportation. Alright? Zion Train is coming our way. Now, the chariots is going to be a form of transportation to get the hell out of America, Babylon, to take us back home to Mount Zion, which is the land of Israel, the Most High's monument. Alright? So that song itself is spiritual. Zion's train is coming our way, which Zion Train is coming our way, man. The chariots of Mount Zion of Yahweh 𝐴𝐻 is coming our way to deliver the elect. Alright? Now, let's go into Bob Marley's his children, right? This is Norval Marley, all right, Bob Marley's father, and this is the woman he dealt with in the island of Jamaica, all right, a dark-skinned woman, and they brought forth this man, Bob Marley. All right, now people say that he's an Edomite, but he's not an Edomite. All right, and how we know that? It's all spiritual. Now I got a ton of scriptures opened up. I got like 20 tabs opened up, so I can't even really tell which precept is what. But Lord willing, through the Spirit, I put them in order, and I'll just bring it out through the Spirit. Now this is the book of Romans chapter 10 verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to the Most High God for Israel is that they might be saved. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. Now, Bob Marley is one of those individuals that have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. Meaning he don't know who he is as a person. He think he's a Rastafarian, or he might have even be conflicted with the fact that he think he's a so-called white man. Maybe. All right, but his spirit, his soul doesn't show that. All right, that's why he was digging into this whole Rastafarian, nonsense, which Rastafari is BS. That's a whole nother topic. All right, the true power of Israel is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, the Most High and His Son. Now, the Benjamites, all right, Benjamin, they believe, 2/3 of Benjamin believe in this Selassie Rastafari business, all right, and that proves that Bob Marley, all right, is an Israelite, man, according to that zeal that he have, but he don't know, not according to knowledge. Let's read that again. For I bear them record that they have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. For they, being ignorant of God's righteousness, and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God. All right, just like any other Benjamite, any other so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, Israelites are going about to establish their own righteousness. All right, and they've disregarded the righteousness of the Most High. Now, Bob Marley, when he was on the earth, you couldn't tell him he was an Israelite, that the Most High name is Yahweh and His Son is Yahweh Shah. He's just another ordinary Benjamite, man, an Israelite. All right, he just so climbed to the top with his music. Indeed, he did have good music. All right, I enjoy Bob Marley's music, man. And a lot of you same Israelites that's saying that Bob Marley's a heathen, you know damn well that you enjoy his music too, man. All right, but you so stuck on skin color, okay? This is the book of Psalms 58 verse 1. To the chief musician, Altaskith, Miktam of David, do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye son of men? That's the question. Do you? Verse 2, it says, yea, in the heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as they be born speaking lies. All right? The wicked are estranged from the womb. That's a fact. All right? We know that. Hands down, the wicked are estranged from the womb. So the minute an Edomite baby is born, they're born wicked. From the womb, they're born wicked. They're not going to come out sounding and acting like, Bob Marley. All right? They're not going to come out sounding and acting like this man right here, man. All right? Bob Marley have a zeal of the Most High. All right? But not according to knowledge. This is a spiritual thing, man. All right? Now, a lot of Israelites that can't get past the surface of the flesh, you're not deep, man. You're not deep at all. You're not deep at all. And the Most High did not give you that spirit to discern judgment. All right? And also, too, as you see here, how many children did Bob Marley have? It's so spiritual that Bob Marley had 12 children. And why do I say that? As you brothers already know, the number 12, the 12 tribes of Israel. He's an Israelite, man. All right? He's an Israelite. Now, it's recorded that he had 12 children. That's not by coincidence. All right? And through the Spirit, Lord willing, I'm going to go into, I'm going to just briefly touch on each of his children. Now you have the firstborn, which is Sharon Marley. All right? She also is a singer. She's a singer from Jamaica, from the island of Jamaica. All right? Sharon Marley, a Jamaican singer. You have another one. Cedella Marley, another Jamaican singer. All right? Now I could upload videos, click on videos, which maybe I might, maybe I won't in the post-production for time's sake. But just by the actions of these people, you can tell that they're not Edomites. So you telling me that this is a Oreo, all right? This is a chocolate-covered Edomite. That's what you're trying to say. Okay, another one, same one, Cedella Marley. Now you have Ziggy Marley, which is his firstborn son. All right. Now, also, again, shit, maybe for copyright purposes, I won't even try to include all these different, you know, musics and songs and etc. That's if Esau allowed his video to go up. All right. But look up Ziggy Marley. You know, this man is a Jake. You have Stephen Marley, another Israelite. All right, another musician. Robert Marley. Now they say that, you know, he don't really publicize too much about himself. He's more low key out of all the Marleys. But this is another son. Rohan Marley. All right, this man was in the NFL. Right now, his son is in the NFL. Now, if you look up Rohan's Marley's son, all right, his name is Nico Marley. This guy right here, his brother, Nico Marley, is also in the NFL. Salaki, excuse me, he's not in the NFL, but he's working his way into that region, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Now he also watch his interview and look at this guy, straight up Jake. Matter of fact, I'll click on it. This is Nico Marley. This is how he looked. All right, which is not all about looks, as I've stated earlier. All right. This is Bob Marley's grandson, Nico Marley. All right. Now the audio is let me see the audio. The audio is down.
Tomorrow in practice and walk through, and just when that day comes, it'll come.
And so when you hear on this level, and when you hear now, he's too small to be an NFL linebacker.
Yeah.
What's your response now?
Same response. It's never been a response. It's always been. It's been how. I've never put my destiny, whatever you want to call it, into somebody else's hands. Whatever I control, I can control. You know.
Now, you know, man, I could go on forever with these different videos and pictures and bios about these Marleys. It'll take forever. And whoever can receive it will receive it, man. All right? These individuals are not Edomites. You got another one, Karen Marley, another daughter of the Marley family, all right, of Bob Marley. Stephanie Marley, another Marley, all right. Julia Marley, another Marley, and they all resemble Bob Marley, man. All right, these are not Edomites, man. These are Israelites. All right. This is the book of Romans chapter 11 verse 1. I say then, hath God cast away his people? God forbid. For I am also an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. This is Paul speaking. You know, and he happened to be of the tribe of Benjamin, and which tribe Bob Marley's from, and his seeds are from. It says, God had not cast away his people, for which he foreknew. Wot ye not what the scriptures say of Elias, how maketh intercession to God against Israel, saying, Lord, they have killed the prophets, and dig down thy altars, and I am left alone, and seek thy life. Now, point is, the Most High have not cast away his people. All right, now what these Israelites are doing, they're trying to cast away God's people. They're trying to cast away the people of the Most High, trying to say that Bob Marley's an Edomite. All right, trying to say that Bob Marley's an Edomite, his children are Edomites, you know, his grandsons are Edomites, his father's an Edomite. And that's sad, because Jake is so stuck on appearance, man, that they just disregard his music, the soul, you know, the spirit of this man and his children and his grandchildren, and just say that he's a white man because his father appeared to be white. Now, what if his father is black? Now, what if his father is extremely dark like Wesley Snipes? Does that mean that Bob Marley's still a white man? I want to know, because I don't understand the mind of a simple Negro, man. You know? So you got Ziggy Marley, Stephen Marley, Robert Marley, Rohan Marley, Karen Marley, Stephanie Marley, Julian Marley, 𝐄𝐃𝐎𝐌𝐈𝐓𝐄, which he's the one that I played in the video earlier. the trailer for Shatters, the movie, which I seen that movie. You know, it's a good movie. And my mother, my sister, my mother, my older sister personally met this man, you know, and they said this guy was super chill, like, you know, real down to earth guy. You know, they ain't say nothing about, oh, he was weird, he was acting, you know, like, people know, people could, you know, read the spirit, even if they ain't, you know, a Hebrew Israelite, man. But they said this man was cool as hell, which more than, of course he would be, because his father is Bob Marley. All right. You got Damian Marley, you know, which he got a lot of hit songs out. Junior Gong Marley, his nickname. And they say that this is the last one, Makita Janesta. All right, I guess they don't, you know, I don't know the situation with that as far as her mother dealing with Bob Marley and, you know, not taking on the name Marley, etc., etc. But that's besides the point, man. All these Marleys, but then you got people saying that they're Israelite, that they're Edomites. Bob Marley is an Israelite, man. All right, and his father, Norval Marley, he was a captain. All right, I'm gonna read through this bio real quick. Birth date, 1881. He died at the age of 74. Born in Jamaica Parish, Clarendon, Jamaican Parish. All right, 1955 is when he passed. All right, it says his immediate family, son of Albert Thomas Robert Marley. All right, which, if he's an Israelite with a confusion of face, then his father obviously was an Israelite of a confusion of face. You know, and his father was from England. All right, from England. I believe it was Sussex. Let me look it up real quick because I pulled it up earlier. It was Sussex, all right? And it says Sussex from the Old English, Sub-Saxon, is a historic country in southeast England, corresponding roughly in the area to the ancient kingdom of Sussex. Now, take a wild guess who ruled in the ancient kingdom of Sussex. Israelites, aka the Moors, all right? The Moors ruled Europe. Now, guess what happened when the Moors, aka the Israelites, dark-skinned people, were ruling Europe? They had sex with Edomite women, all right? Women of the other nations. And guess how the children came out looking? Take a wild guess. Like this man, all right? Because that's where his father was from. All right? That's where his father's from. And like I said, I could go into more details, but this video would take forever. All right? And brothers can look this information up for yourself too. All right? You can look it up for yourself too. You know? So, let me see. Right, Sussex in the UK, from the Old English, South Saxon, which we know Saxon, Anglo-Saxon, angelic sons of Isaac. All right, is a historic country or county in southeast England, corresponding roughly in the area of the ancient kingdom of Sussex. All right, we know that Israelites ruled, Moors, the so-called Moors ruled at that time. All right, so I'm gonna run through these precepts, Lord willing, and close it up. This is the book of Genesis 49-27. Benjamin shall raven as a wolf. In the morning he shall devour the prey, and at night he shall divide the spoil. All right, and that's what Benjamin do. That's why Benjamin are the #1 artists when it comes to chanting down Babylon. All right, making songs, bringing down Babylon. And Benjamin, you know, when they get together, it look like they're preying on their enemies, man. You know, they're preying on Esau. They're preying on the devil. All right. This is the book of James 1:1. James, a servant of God and the Lord Yahushua, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Greetings. Now this right here, man, if the 12 tribes were scattered abroad, why the hell would they not look like the other nations? That's the big question. So you telling me Israelites don't read the book of James 1:1? If the Israelites are scattered abroad, would they not look like the other nations? Of course they would, man. So why is it that Bob Marley is not a case of an Israelite who was scattered abroad? Confusion of face. Yo, a lot of Israelites, man, are so unspiritual, man, and they need to be dealt with, which they are going to be dealt with when the Heavenly Father come back, man, because what they doing is they shutting the kingdom of the Most High unto these men, unto the Israelite foreigners, which are scattered abroad. All right, because when they make videos like this, talking about Bob Marley was the Edomite, Bob Marley's a white man, he's the devil, he's a hook-nosed Edomite devil. Guess what? His children are here today. All right, his children are here today, and guess what? You shutting the kingdom unto these men, unto these people, which they, hey, oh man, hey, let me read on, man. This I typed in scatter and nations in the word search for on the Blue Letter Bible, and I'm gonna read through a few of it. It says Deuteronomy 4:27, and the Lord shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in numbers among the heathen, whither the Lord shall lead you. All right, and that's what happened as part of the curses. We went off, and the Most High dealt with us by scattering us, man. Man, listen, ain't nothing worse than being split up from your family. Ain't nothing worse than being split up from your homeland. Ain't nothing worse than being split up from who you are. And that's what happened to us. That's a heavy curse. It's not a light thing. All right? So it says, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen. That's how we get the term minority. All right? They look at us like we small, we little, we this, we the less, we the least people, we the minority. That's exactly what happened. Where the Lord shall lead you. All right? This is the book. Now, I'm sure, you know, you could read more into this, but I'm just jumping from scripture to scripture in different books with the word search. It says, remember, I beseech thee, the word that thou commandest thy servant Moses, saying, if ye transgress, I will scatter you abroad among the nations. And we did transgress, so we were scattered abroad among the nations. That's why you got Asians or so-called Chinese who look Chinese, but they're Israelites, because as a part of the curse, an Israelite was scattered amongst Moab, all right, by the way of slavery. And he ended up having sex with Moabite women. And then the kids came out looking Moabite to this day. And this goes back from generations to generations. So what do you think happened? These same Israelites who look like Moabites are being called Chinese, Moabites, etc., etc. That's why it's all about the spirit. All right? This is the book of Ezekiel 12:15. And they shall know that I am the Lord when I shall scatter them among the nations and disperse them in the countries. Now, Israelites don't know the scriptures. All right, these Israelite groups who call themselves Israelites, who don't teach about confusion of faces, they don't know scriptures like this. They look right over it. So in other words, an Israelite that's scattered among the nations is supposed to be jet black, right? It's supposed to be jet black according to these Israelites. Come on, son. This is the book of Romans 8:1. There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Yahushua, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For the law of the Spirit of life is in Yahushua, which Yahushua, in case we have new watchers, new listeners to the faith of the Hebrew Israelites, to your nationality, Jesus Christ, his real name is Yahushua, which means he's the deliverer. Yahweh, who the world called God, his name is Yahweh, which means he is. All right? Just putting that out there, in case you was wondering. It says, for the law of the Spirit of life in Yahushua hath made me free from the law of sin and death. For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, the Most High sending his Son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and sin not, condemned sin in the flesh. Now the Lord, he condemned sin in the flesh, because he came in the flesh, but he didn't sin. So he conquered the flesh. It says that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are the Spirit, after the things that are the Spirit. Now, you are after the flesh if you judge a man by his skin color. All right? Point blank, period, no comma. If you judging an individual by his flesh, then you're walking after the flesh. But the scriptures say, try the Spirit to see if they be of the Most High or not. You got to try the Spirit, man. And Bob Marley already tried his Spirit, man. Come on. Yo, look at the music this man done put out there, man. That shit hit your soul. All right? It hit your soul. You know? And the guys that he affiliated himself with, all right, the artists that he affiliated himself with, all right, they were straight up Israelites, and they had the complexion, right? But the point is, they fell in line perfectly with each other, man. Bunny Wailer, Bob Marley, the Wailers, you have Bunny Wailer, Peter Tosh, a lot of guys who dealt with Bob Marley and knew personally. Come on, these guys were not hanging out with no Edomites, and they wouldn't have hung out with no Edomites. All right, so it says, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is peace, is life and peace. And nothing but death is coming to a man that's straight up carnal. All right, but if you're spiritual minded, then you're gonna have peace. You're gonna have a peace of mind, and the outcome of everything is gonna be peace unto you. It says, because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. So then they that are after the flesh cannot please the Most High. So you wasting your time out there on the streets and talking about this, condemning people, talking about just because they look white, they're Edomites, etc., etc. All right, you're not pleasing the Most High, so you're wasting your time. It says, but ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit. If so be that the spirit of the Most High dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the spirit of the anointed, he is none of his. And that just so be it that a lot of these people don't have the spirit of the Lord. 1 Corinthians 3:1. And I, brethren, cannot speak unto you as spiritual, but as unto carnal, even as unto babes in the anointed Yahushua. I have fed you with milk, and not with meat. For hereto you are not able to bear it, neither yet are ye able. Now it's milk. All right, it's milk. To understand that whatever your father is, that's who you are. That's milk. How more basic can it get? And it's not about skin color. All right? It's not about skin color. It's about who your father is and his nationality. Now, these guys will talk about seed and genealogy, but they're adding seed and genealogy with skin color. You can't do that. You can't do that, black. What part of the game is that? All right? You can't do that, man. All right? Whatever the seed is, that's what that is, man. All right? You could take a seed of any kind and plant it in any region of the world, and when it grows, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have the same seed. All right? But because of certain climate changes and certain environmental, all right, factors, that seed might look different, but it's the same exact seed. All right? It says, verse 3, for ye are yet carnal, for whereas there is among you envying and strife and division, are ye not carnal and walk as men? Absolutely, these people are walking as men. All right, now just because Bob Marley's father appeared to be a so-called white man, he looks white in the flesh, doesn't mean he's white. Now, what if his father is a dark-skinned man, darker than Wesley Snipes? All right, what if his father slept with a white woman and brought forth a Edomite-looking child? Now, if that Edomite-looking child, who is of the seed of a so-called black man, go and have sex with a white woman or black woman, whoever it may be, and that child come out, guess what? That child's an Israelite. 1 Corinthians 2:13. It says, matter of fact, I'll start at 15. But he that is spiritual judges all things, yet himself is a judge of no man. For who knoweth that the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct him, but we have the mind of the anointed Yahushua. Now, if you're spiritual, you're going to judge the things of the spirit, man. All right? You're going to judge the things of the spirit, point blank, period. And not according to the flesh. Last scripture I have is the book of Luke 6:43. For a good tree bringeth forth not corrupt fruit, neither do a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. For every tree is known by his own fruit. Point is, every tree is known by his own fruit. All right? Now, hypothetically speaking, if nobody ever seen Bob Marley's father, they would automatically say that, okay, it wouldn't even be a question. They would say, okay, this is another nigga. But because they know that Bob Marley's father looked like a so-called white man, now it's the thing. But look at his seeds. Look at Bob Marley. Look at his sons. Look at his grandsons. Look at his daughters. Israelites. All right? If you don't know, that's how you can tell. Just check out all the sons and daughters of Marley's, and look at their characteristics and look at how they are. And tell me that they're Edomites. Go ahead. Go ahead. But anyway, I want to end it here, man. I could go on longer, but that's it. That's all I want to bring out. And I pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua that this was an edifying lesson unto the elect and the body of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So with that, I'm going to say shalom to the elect.